Hello everybody, my name is Sophie Jupiat-Posey, and today I would like to share with you an excerpt from my short story collection called The Inside Out Worlds, Visions of Strange. So we're coming up on the 1-year anniversary of the publication of this book, but some of the stories in this collection have been in embryo form, let's say, since at least 2016. So it's been a while in the making. Publishing it was a big deal for me. And it's my first foray into science fiction and magical realism kind of mushed together in some of these stories together. And this month, all the way through June 30th, there is a Bookfunnel promotion going on where the collection, the promotion is based around collections, box sets, and that sort of thing. So this is a collection of 10 different stories, well 9 technically, because one of the stories is very long. So 9 stories technically, but this is the anthology of my own material. So I'm going to read to you, just to get your appetites wet, I'm going to read to you an excerpt from the first story called The Angel and the Sphinx. So the inspiration for this story was when me and my husband went to France in 2016, I believe. And we went to the Musée d'Orsay, and going through the different exhibits, I fell on one of Gustave Doré's paintings with an angel and the Sphinx. The title is in the description of this video. It's beautiful and amazing, and I'm actually going to put it up as I'm reading the story. Much better to look at and observe in my face. So I'm going to read the first 2 paragraphs of The Angel and the Sphinx to give you an idea of what it's about. And if you like the story and think the rest of my collection might be a good fit for you, by all means click on the link and buy my book. It's in both physical and digital copy. The Angel and the Sphinx. He had destroyed the world once for her, and he would have destroyed it again, if it had not been for his conscience. For an angel, conscience was a fabricated thing, a useless human concept. But Ediphael was not an ordinary angel. He lived among humans, casting aside his majestic wings, casting aside his celestial form to walk the earth and learn from men. But Ediphael, with his fair visage and translucent hands, had learned of pettiness and battles, ignorance of a heart and of a world. He walked among men and clothed himself in his curiosity and disappointment. He'd walked from Ethiopia, Lutetia, Orlivka, Hibera, Kelim, Klezma, Sharuna, Vahuanbe, Zusian. He lived of palettes of faces, voices, thoughts. He brushed by lives that died and lived again, even as he never aged. Despite his many wearisome travels, Ediphael did not know where he came from. He did not know if other angels like him existed. Of his birth he could remember nothing, only coming to consciousness during the Vedic age in Bharataraksha, confused and alone next to the Indus River. All he knew was the name of his form and a hazy purpose: angel. As an angel, he knew he had to protect, to be a messenger, to fight battles. For whom or why, he did not know. He'd sought knowledge of his origins in his travels, but all for naught. He'd known no affection for anything or anyone, except for the fire of knowledge, which Prometheus had stolen from the gods. Ediphael knew not who his masters were, and so he roamed, seeking but not finding. Gods abounded in the various celestial realms, in their infinite, confusing glory, along with their servants. But nowhere did Ediphael find other angels like himself. He identified with the Greek gods as they were when the great civilization of Athens believed in them, giving them life. As humans gave the gods life, so those humans gave Ediphael a chance to flock and observe gods who had no place for him, no definition of his existence. He had no master. But what a terrible thing to be a messenger to none but yourself. How terribly lonely to be constrained, to have a purpose that is unfulfilled. Ediphael could not explain why he needed a master. He yearned to be his own master, but he could not. He felt incomplete, a great abyss in his being he could not fathom. Ediphael felt like a human sometimes, those creatures who had love, talent, and curiosity, but who did not fulfill their complete destiny, because they spurned what they had. Ediphael was a shunned messenger to nobody but the voice inside of him that cried from the dark cradle of the night to bring him to a mother and father he'd never known. So this was the excerpt of The Angel and the Sphinx. Again, if you liked my story, feel free to check out the whole collection on Bookfunnel, the link which is provided in this post. And feel free to like and subscribe, and also sign up to my newsletter. The link is also provided in this post.